Look at that, it's pretty deep, man.
Yeah, those kohima are very deep, I didn't realize that.
Look at that, Felix. What is that? There's an incision. There's an inscription here.
This is Greek.
That's an M?
You see, that's an M. Greek M.
Is it N or M?
M.
And what's this? We need an epigrapher in here. This is old.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters. It's either Greek or Latin. It's certainly not Hebrew.
Looking around, we noticed that we were sitting on mounds of decomposing pages of scripture.
What is that? Shine that down? Shine it down? Look at that, Felix. This is full of holy books. Disintegrating holy books.
According to Jewish law, biblical books cannot be discarded. They have to be buried like humans. It seems that in the weeks following the removal of the ossuaries and before the tomb was resealed, a local rabbinical school filled the tomb with damaged holy texts. Among them, we found a book that Jesus refers to as the key to his ministry.
It's the book of Jonah. Jesus says in the Gospels, if you want to know, his apostles say, what are you up to, Master? And he says, you want to know what I'm up to? Read the book of Jonah. That's the code. And right here, that's the book of Jonah.
The Gospels record that Jesus constantly spoke in parables and codes. Not surprising for a leader of what today would be labeled an anti-government movement, a man destined for crucifixion. And those who speak in codes often harbor great secrets. During the rushed excavations in 1980, archaeologists removed from the Talpia tomb the last ossuary with an inscription. The ossuary belonged to a child. At the IAA Rockefeller Museum, the inscription was translated, Yehuda Bar Yeshua.
Yes, Yehuda Bar Yeshua comes into English as Judah, son of Jesus.
Judah, son of Jesus. The New Testament doesn't say that Jesus had a son, but perhaps in this instance, archaeology forces us to throw a different light on the New Testament. Could this bone box have once held the remains of the son of Jesus and Mary Magdalene? If Judah was their son, his existence would most certainly have been kept secret. Since Jesus was perceived to be a pretender to the royal throne, Jesus' son would have been a target of arrest and crucifixion by Roman authorities. It was a time of great persecution. Anyone associated with Jesus' ministry was threatened. His cousin, John the Baptist, beheaded. James, the brother of Jesus, stoned to death. Simon, another brother, crucified. If they were parents, Jesus and Mary would have known that leaking knowledge of the birth of their child would have put the child at terrible risk. So perhaps the unnamed beloved disciple referred to in the book of John is actually the son of Jesus. Who remains unnamed in the text to conceal the child's lineage. In John 19:26, Jesus asks the beloved disciple at the base of the cross to behold his mother. He then says to Mary, "Woman, behold your son." Traditionally, this scene has been understood as Jesus addressing Mary, his mother. But can this be later theology? Could it be that Jesus was talking to Mary Magdalene his wife, asking her to protect their son. On the other hand, maybe the fact that there was a son in the Talpiot tomb means that the Jesus found in this tomb is not Jesus of Nazareth. Accordingly, we would have to believe that living around the same time, in the same place, there was another Jesus, who also had a father named Joseph, and two close male relatives named James and Jose, and two women in his life, one called Maria and the other Mariamne.
What's that noise? I think they're getting upset that we're in here. I'll go talk to them.
One of the tenants in the Talpiot apartments works for the Israel Antiquities Authority. And even though we have permission from the tenant board, she's called in the IAA. It was the Talpiot apartment owners who, out of concern for their children's safety, arranged for this tomb to be sealed. A tomb that the IAA had left open in 1980. Obtaining permission from the IAA to open a tomb they never sealed seems unnecessary. But despite our pleas, we were asked to cover it again.
Okay, תמשיכו, לסגור, רק לסגור, לא לפתוח.
The tomb that arguably once held the remains of Mary, the mother of Jesus, Matthew from Mary's family line, Jose and James, the brothers of Jesus, Mary Magdalene, her husband Jesus, and Judah their son, is sealed up again. Who knows what secrets are still inside, and for how long they will be kept hidden under the Talpiot apartments.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وقول